High in the mist-shrouded mountains of Baguio City, Philippines, a specter of tragedy stands watch. Dominican Hill, once a sanctuary of peace, now harbors the skeletal remains of the Diplomat Hotel. The wind howls through broken windows, whispering tales of unimaginable suffering and restless souls. This is no ordinary ruin. It is a vortex of paranormal energy, a place where the veil between the living and the dead wears thin. Locals speak of the Diplomat Hotel in hushed tones, their eyes wide with fear and respect. For within those crumbling walls, they say, the past refuses to die. The air is thick with the energy of unspeakable acts, the echoes of screams that seem to seep from the very stones themselves. It is a place where history has been etched in blood and terror, a place where the ghosts of the past still walk. I've spent my life seeking out the darkest corners of the world, the places where fear takes root and shadows dance. But few locations have sent chills down my spine like the Diplomat Hotel. It is a place that gets under your skin, a place where you can feel the weight of countless eyes upon you, watching, waiting. The stories that surround the Diplomat Hotel are not for the faint of heart. They are tales of war and madness, of torture and despair. They are stories that will stay with you long after you've left the mountain, stories that will make you question the very nature of reality itself. Before the horrors, there was peace. Dominican Hill, once a tranquil escape from the tropical heat, was chosen by the Dominican Order to build a retreat. In 1913, construction began on a grand vacation house for American priests. The building, designed by Father Roque Ruano, was a testament to faith and tranquility. The Dominican Retreat House, as it was known, was a haven for weary souls. Priests sought solace within its walls, finding respite from their duties in the sweltering lowlands. The air was cool and crisp, the views breathtaking. It was a place of prayer, reflection, and quiet contemplation. For a time, Dominican Hill lived up to its name, a sanctuary of peace amidst the clouds. But even in this paradise, darkness lurked. Local legend whispered of spirits that roamed the mountain, ancient entities disturbed by the arrival of the priests. These whispers were dismissed as superstition, the ramblings of a superstitious populace. But perhaps these tales held a grain of truth, a foreshadowing of the horrors to come. The tranquility of Dominican Hill was not destined to last. The winds of war were sweeping across the globe, and soon the shadow of conflict would fall upon this peaceful sanctuary, transforming it from a place of serenity into a stage for unspeakable atrocities. 1941. The drums of war beat ever louder, and the serenity of Dominican Hill was shattered. Japanese forces, sweeping across the Philippines, seized the retreat house, transforming it into a military command post. The once hallowed halls were now corridors of fear. The war exacted a terrible price on the Philippines. Baguio City, with its strategic importance, became a battleground. Dominican Hill, overlooking the city, found itself at the heart of the conflict. The retreat house, once a symbol of peace, was now a place of violence and despair. Stories abound of the atrocities committed within the building's walls. Locals whisper of torture chambers, of prisoners held captive in the basement, their screams echoing through the halls. Nurses, seeking refuge within the retreat house, were said to have been captured and beheaded by the Japanese soldiers. Whether truth or legend, these tales painted a grim picture of life and death on Dominican Hill during the war. The building, once a sanctuary, had become a prison, a place of unimaginable suffering. The very air, it seemed, was thick with the anguish of those who perished within its walls. Section 4. A Haunted Legacy. The Diplomat Hotel. The war ended, but the horrors lingered. The retreat house, scarred by conflict, lay abandoned for years, Its once pristine walls were now pockmarked and crumbling, stained with the memories of a dark past. But in 1973, a glimmer of hope emerged from the ruins. A businessman, seeking to capitalize on the building's history and breathtaking views, renovated the dilapidated structure. The Diplomat Hotels Inc. was born, a luxurious hotel promising breathtaking views and a respite from the bustling city below. But the darkness, it seemed, had seeped into the very foundation of the building. Tragedy struck once more. A series of unfortunate events, some say accidents, others claim something more sinister, plagued the hotel. Guests reported strange occurrences, unexplained noises, and chilling apparitions. Whispers of the building's dark past resurfaced, fueling the growing unease. The weight of its history proved too heavy to bear. The Diplomat Hotel closed its doors in the 1980s, unable to escape the shadow of its past. The once grand hotel stood abandoned once more, reclaimed by the encroaching vegetation, its windows like vacant eyes staring out at the city below. Section 5. Specters in the Ruins, Tales of the Paranormal. With the hotel's closure, the stories intensified. Locals and tourists alike reported chilling encounters within the ruins. The Diplomat Hotel, it seemed, had become a magnet for paranormal activity, a place where the veil between the living and the dead was thin. Visitors spoke of disembodied voices, the chilling laughter of children echoing through the empty corridors. Shadowy figures darted in and out of view, vanishing into thin air. Some claimed to have been touched, a cold, unseen hand brushing against their skin. One of the most common sightings is that of a headless priest, believed to be one of the Dominican friars who once sought solace on the hill. He is said to wander the halls, his white robes stained with blood, still searching for the peace he was denied in life. Another frequent apparition is that of a white lady, believed to be one of the nurses who met their tragic end during the war. She is often seen weeping in the hallways, her mournful cries echoing through the empty rooms. Her sorrow, it seems, is woven into the very fabric of the building. Section 6. Dominican Hill, where history and horror collide. Today, the Diplomat Hotel stands in ruins, a haunting reminder of Baguio City's turbulent past, but it is not entirely abandoned. The site has been transformed into part of the Dominican Heritage Hill and Nature Park, a place where history and nature intertwine. Visitors can now explore the ruins, marveling at the crumbling architecture while learning about the building's rich and often tragic history. The park offers a glimpse into the past, a chance to walk in the footsteps of those who lived, suffered, and died on Dominican Hill. But even in the daylight, an undeniable energy permeates the air. The weight of the past hangs heavy, a palpable reminder of the horrors that unfolded within those walls. It is a place that stays with you, a place where the line between history and the supernatural blurs. For those brave enough to venture into the ruins at night, the experience is even more intense. With the city lights twinkling below and the wind whispering through the trees, it is easy to imagine the spirits of the past coming alive, their presence felt in every shadow and every creak of the aging structure. Section 7. A legacy, etched in stone and shadow. The Diplomat Hotel is more than just a haunted ruin. It is a testament to the enduring power of the past, a physical manifestation of the saying, "If these walls could talk." The stories etched into its very foundation serve as a stark reminder of the human capacity for both great good and unspeakable evil. The site stands as a monument to the resilience of the human spirit, a testament to the ability to find hope and beauty even in the darkest of times. It is a place where history and the paranormal collide, where the veil between the living and the dead seems to thin, leaving visitors to question the very nature of reality itself. The Diplomat Hotel's legacy is one of tragedy, resilience, and enduring mystery. It is a place that will continue to fascinate and frighten, to draw in those seeking to connect with the past and explore the unknown. For within its crumbling walls, the stories of those who lived, suffered, and died continue to echo. A haunting reminder that some wounds, even time cannot heal.